do that?
Lift the hood. Like hit this.
Hi-ho, Keegan the Vlog here. Welcome to a very special episode of TR3 Wrench Time. We are on our way to look at a very special car, a car that I have lusted after for just about my entire childhood / adult life. I have an 80s car problem, and this might be one of the most iconic 80s cars out there, maybe even more iconic than the DeLorean. So it is a 1980 Ferrari 308. So I wasn't looking for a 1980 Ferrari 308. However, I was at motorcycle church last Sunday, and well, somebody that has one and is considering selling one, we struck up a conversation, and one of the things that I really like about this car is that it isn't red. So I mean, everybody knows a red Ferrari. This is a green Ferrari with tan interior, and again, it is the iconic 80s Ferrari 308. I absolutely love these. I'm having a hard time holding back my excitement. It's like Christmas morning. I didn't even sleep well last night. This is so exciting. So whether or not we end up purchasing this car, I am just super excited to go even see it. This would be kind of interesting because the guy that sold me the DeLorean back in 2003, he's got a YouTube channel you should check out, Casey Putsch. I'll put a link to it. He sold the DeLorean to purchase a Ferrari 308. At least that's what he told me he was doing back in 2003. Who knows if he ever got that 308. So it would be interesting if somehow this DeLorean is the gateway to Ferrari 308s. So whoever I sell the DeLorean to, if I ever sell the DeLorean, Jen is laughing at this right now because she knows I'm never going to sell the DeLorean. Whoever gets the DeLorean next, look out, you're on the hook for a 308 at some point in the future. All right, so here we go. 10 minutes away.
You know, that pin scour is a lot smaller than I thought. Yeah, it's dirty. Huh? It's really dirty. That's not for sale.
I imagine.
Oh, come on. Well, for the right price, it's for sale. But...
What a beautiful garage. And what a beautiful car.
So you want it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm...
I forgot you had that CI.
For me, this is a no-brainer.
Well, it's got a lot of goodies with it.
When you say it's a non-runner, was this the electrical issue you were talking about with the alarm system?
I can demonstrate that for you.
That's okay. I don't need to. I get it.
Let me pop it thinks it's been stolen. I put a new battery in. Okay. And the alarm goes off and it won't start. And nobody can fix it. Well, I'm sure somebody can fix it, but...
We're going to fix it, Gary.
It's beyond my...
Yeah. Okay, well, we just agreed to buy a Ferrari. So... we need to go get a cashier's check arranged for transport and pick up a Ferrari. Good times.
Do you remember back in 1985? I do. Only a kid, only a kid. I spent my summer days, imagination running wild, once in a while, totally cool, staying inside. But if you deny the patterns of your life, they circle back, imprinting grooves along the track.
First rule of diagnostics, check the easy stuff first. Maybe that's not the answer. Nope, 12 volts. It's not this. And within the first hour of owning a Ferrari, you should definitely start taking it apart.
Yeah, there it is.
Found it? We can tone it out though if we can find it. We can use a continuity tester there is what I'm saying. If we find the wires, we can trace them back to underneath the dash. Okay, my hand is on the relay. We think we may have found part of the components. No. Does not. We eventually find the brain box behind a speaker in this footwell, and it's riveted down. It's 80s tech, so all we have to do is jump a couple wires together and... Protection. Okay, those wires are jumped. Give me juice.
Okay.
Woo!
How about that?
It's just store for fuel now.
Well, I don't know if there's any other kind of
Right?
an interlock.
Check for spark.
Okay. Yeah, spark. We got spark.
So it'd be the fuel cutout that they use for a cutoff. You didn't hear the fuel pump kick in?
I didn't. Ivan's got the nail hit right on the head, but just to confirm, we're going to crack loose an injector and see if any fuel comes out while the engine's turning over.
Nada.
No fuel.
No fuel.
We put one foot in front of the other one, and then we do it all over for fun. Oh, 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 I'm not obedient. I never did what I was told. I fell asleep and had a dream that I'd never get old. Then I woke up and realized that it was only just a dream. So much for sleep.
Then it's
It's probably 10 millimeter. Yeah, I think this was too good to pass up.
I agree, obviously. All right, here comes gas. We should have a backup bucket in case it's more than this.
Okay, here. Okay, go ahead. Jesus, that's a lot of fuel.
Boy, that smells terrible.
Now, does this thing have 2 gas tanks or 1?
It's 2.
1 on each side or what?
Yep. So I don't even know how to drain the other side.
All right, well, more than anticipated.
This might get unwieldy. You want me to plug it now? We can dump it and keep going?
Yeah, I think so.
What, dump it in this...
Dump it in that bucket and then we'll there we go.
As we get done with this one, we have to take a piss.
I had the same thought.
Well, it's only 3 liter. I mean, how bad can the gas mileage be?
Probably 12.
You're going to replace the pump?
Yeah.
You think that's all chicken?
I know the pump doesn't pump, so we're gonna get
We're gonna
at
bench
least
test it once we get it out.
Yeah.
Right?
the key descriptor in its name. It's not doing that thing that it's supposed to do.
It's not pumping?
Correct. You dirty nut clown.
Brain fart.
Yeah, that'll do it. That is the reason. This is why you do not let cars sit. Don't do it. All right, let's review where we are with the Ferrari. Remember, we got it as a non-runner, and the symptoms that the owner described were electrical. It was the alarm system preventing the starter from engaging. We found the alarm system brain. We fixed the alarm problem, and the car still didn't start. We moved on to other diagnoses. We checked for spark. We had spark. We checked for fuel. There was some fuel at the fuel distributor, but it was not under pressure. So we had Ivan actually put his hand on the fuel pump with the key in the on position, and he could feel the fuel pump thumping, but it wasn't actually pressurizing the system. We got about 6 gallons of fuel out of the car. We drained the tanks, we got the pump out, we got the accumulator out, and we got the filters out. So we're hoping that the fuel distributor itself,
it blew the fuel injection manifold,
is okay. Actually, all of these are common to other cars, so they are available at not Ferrari prices. So all of this is less than $300 so far into this process. That includes kind of rush shipping too. What we are going to tackle today is we are going to adjust the ride height. So right now this car sits less than 3 inches off the ground. When I got the DeLorean, it was about, maybe not quite that low, but it was pretty low, and I damaged 2 radiators before I decided to raise the car up a little bit. So the DeLorean right now, measured this morning, sits just a hair over 5 inches off the ground, and I have not had a problem with hitting anything on the underside of the car since I raised it to that level. So we are going to attempt to get this car at least to 4.5, hopefully 5 inches off the ground, so we can drive it on the streets without worrying about hitting manhole covers and stuff that's sticking up and busting the lowest part of this car. See if we can get this thing up high enough so we don't need the 2x10s on the ground there to even get this thing on a lift. So here we go. Raising it should be pretty straightforward. Spin it up. That's about half of its travel. Whew. Man, I may turn these things all the way up, or pretty damn close to all the way up.
Like a million reflections, running circles around and round. We put one foot in front of the other one, and then we do it all over for fun. Oh, 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 oh.
Okay, let's check in on where we are with the Ferrari. It's been a week since we got it. This has been a really hard week to get parts in. So we've been waiting on a few things in order to make progress on it. But while we did that, we took care of a few things. We raised the car up a little bit to deal with the ground clearance problem. We couldn't even get this thing across the hump in the driveway at how low it was. It sat less than 3 inches off the ground. It's sitting at 4.5 now, just shy of 4.5 inches off the ground now. So fingers crossed that that's enough and we can actually use this on the roads. We drained the coolant. We've got almost a 5-gallon system to fill. So we've done the initial bleed. There's some stuff that has to happen. The car has to be running in order to properly bleed the cooling system. We use conventional motor oil, not synthetic, Castrol 20W50. We've made a startup checklist here in order to make sure that we don't miss any critical things before we start this car up. Here we are with the repair, or the pieces that are going back in. So we got the new pump. This showed up finally last night. Order of operations, we're going to go filters first, then we're going to go accumulator, and then we're going to go pump. Then we're going to put some fuel in this thing, and when we fire it up, we will be bleeding the cooling system. What time is it now? It is 10 o'clock. I want to say by 1 o'clock we're going to be firing this thing up. So let's get into it.
It's up to me. I count 2, 3. Cover my eyes so I can see. You won't be playing hide and seek for long. You know I've got to sleep sometime. Oh, oh, oh. So if you deny the patterns of your life, they circle back, imprinting grooves along the track.
That's
Oh, that's a nice sound. That sounds like the pump. That's the pump.
That's the pump.
Yep. Let me get a bright light here and look under the car. See if there's anything.
Gotta fill the accumulator and build pressure.
No, I haven't seen no sign of any leakage.
Excellent. All right, here goes nothing.
All right. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna open the door.
Then you realize that everything is plastic, nothing fixed, nothing so permanent. It cannot be undone like a million reflections burning circles around and around. We put one foot in front of the other one, and then we do it all over for fun.
Really needs new tires. Brakes feel good. Definitely have a weird electrical thing going on in there. She sounds great. All right, that's going to do it for the very first episode of 308 Wrench Time. We're driving a Ferrari. Definitely have some things to deal with on here. Probably the first thing to do is put new tires on this thing. Oh, man. Ah! That's it. We've got a working Ferrari now, so there's going to be some Ferrari 308 episodes coming. We're going to do some more things to this car, get it all nice and polished, and take this thing out for a proper inaugural ride. So stay tuned. I hope you like the Ferrari content, and we'll see you next time on TR3 or 308 or DMC Wrench Time.